Hey everybody, this is EZ, and welcome to episode 15, I believe, of my Starcraft 2 Let's Play. It's kind of sad that I don't even know my own episode order, but I think this is 15. So let's go ahead and talk to Tosh and see what he has to say.
You look haunted. You've been seen into the spirit world, and you learned something you don't like. It's Kerrigan.
Seems the Overmind made Kerrigan to free the Zerg from something that put him on a collision course with the Protoss. It's all gone wrong. Everything's twisted. And there's something out there that's set to destroy us all.
Zerg. Protoss. He's a strong recess. How terrible. How powerful is something that plays with their fates?
Very powerful, I assume.
Nuke Noodles. Call down the flavor.
And that was incredibly pointless. Dr. Swan again.
You know, I've been watching the logs. Those damn Protoss are still way ahead of us. I can't believe some of the stunts they can pull off.
Tell me about it. They've learned some new tricks since the last time we fought.
I mean, come on. Since when could they warp in guys just anywhere? I thought they needed some kind of gateway at least.
Not just anywhere. They need a pylon or another power source close by. Still, they've been working to improve their tech, just like us.
Okay, that explains how they can actually warp in units. Let's go into the bridge, talk to Horner.
Damn, Matt. I don't even know what to make of this last vision from the crystal. Zeratul was looking for more clues about the end of the universe. But this time, he was on Ire.
Ire? What was he looking for?
He was trying to find out why the Overmind made the Queen of Blades in the first place.
She's the one that's gonna destroy the universe?
No. That's just it. I think she's the only one that can save it.
If that is the case, then there's a problem around here. We can get 2 upgrades from the Protoss and the Zerg tank. Let's read what the Protoss tank has to say. Okay, I may be exceeding the boundaries of good science, but I am now sure this crystal has some sort of, if not sentence, at least direction. I put a broken nanofabricator in the tank last night, and today it's fixed, and I can't accomplish things shouldn't. If I can reverse engineer this fabricator, I could do amazing things with automated repair or even near instant manufacturing of advanced AI weaponry. Possibilities are limitless. On the less upbeat end of things, the level of energy stored in the crystal's matrix has not increased at all, despite the fact the crystal continues to grow, so it must be emitting that energy somehow, somewhere. Now for the Zerg. The Zerg sample has developed a large neural cortex. I've noticed it reacting to external stimuli, but it's a very disturbing way. When it detects my presence, it stops moving. Is it trying to play dead? Can it react at that level? I noticed earlier that Zerg alpha amino acids have unique R groups. I've run a full regimen on some. Results are stunning. Zerg aminos are able to combine dead cell matter with normal proteins to biosynthesize new cells. They don't suffer generational cell degeneration. Simply put, a Zerg will never die of old age. They can constantly renew themselves, albeit with radically changing cell structure. We could never harmless this for biological use with Terrans. Results would be foregone and horrifying, but I wonder if I could alloy Zerg tissue with some of our metals to make buildings that heal. The renewal process also throws off immense energy as a byproduct. Something there I should see about harnessing that energy. Click on the Research Council. We should get 2 new upgrades here. And we do. We can choose between the Raven, which detects cloak bearers, can drop auto turrets, place point defense drones, deploy seeker missiles, go to the starport. Or we can go to the Science Vessel, an old unit from Starcraft 1, but in this game they can repair mechanical units, so I'm going to go with them. Over here on the Zerg we get cellular reactors that make specialist units start with 100 energy and gain a maximum of extra 100 energy. That's good for things like ghosts and stuff like that, but we don't need that at all. It's really pointless in this. The regenerative biosteel actually slowly regenerates any vehicle or ship's life, which is really good. It's not as good as SCV repair, but it's still worth it to have. It can save you from life and death. And we click on the crystal to begin our next mission.
Now, friend Raynor, you must see the Overmind's vision of the future. The end of my people, and of all things. This is our fate, should Kerrigan die.
And we hit launch and we can start our mission.
I don't think I want to see any vision of the Overminds. If Kerrigan's involved, I need to know.
On a distant, shadowed world, the Protoss will make their final stand. Their heroes will gather. Their forces will be marshaled, and they will die bravely. But still, they will die. And my Zerg will be slaves to the hybrid. All will bow before the power of the Fallen One.
That does not sound very good at all, folks. And I love this background right here. This is one of my favorite loading backgrounds in the entire game. I don't know why, it's just something about it. It's like, wow. Now, this mission is arguably the second hardest mission in the game. But it's rather hilarious when you find out what your objectives are. I'll tell you that as soon as the mission starts, what your objectives to do in this mission. I am not doing the bonus objective. I'll do it on a lower difficulty again, like I did with the dig, because this one makes the mission almost next to impossible with the bonus objective. It is possible. I have done it. I just don't like doing it, and I don't want to do a bunch of save loads to do it. So I can do it. I'm just not going to make it easier on you guys. I'll get it off screen. We're almost done with research anyway, and all you get after that is extra money. So now this mission is starting, so we can continue.
Protoss brethren, heed me. The last twilight has fallen. The galaxy burns around us. The Terrans have been consumed. We are all that stands against the Shadow. But if we are to meet our end this day, then we will do so as one. Entaro Tassadar!
Alright, folks, what you can do is to protect this, you gotta protect this in the middle here. I'm not gonna do that at all. I'm just going to completely ignore that. And what I need to do here, first thing you need to do, you need to build yourself a robotics bag, because you don't have one. You can't build Colossi. In this mission, you're going to need a lot of Colossi, and you get introduced to carriers in this mission.
Great One, the vault is prepared. Guard us while we preserve our knowledge for those that may follow. They must not make the mistakes we did.
Now these cannons are not really going to stop the enemy attacks, it'll just slow them down a little bit. Our objective in this mission is to die. Straightforward way to say it, you need to die. But you gotta do it in every chivalrous way, you gotta go down in a blaze of glory. Your goal is to kill 2,500 units.
I have rallied the last of our great fleet.
Your timing is impeccable, Admiral Barun. When the enemy takes to the air, we will need your support.
He said, you can seal the artifact, you can seal the archives in this, but it's just really hard to do. I don't really want to waste your time watching me do it.
The Zerg performed their function as I planned. My hybrid are proof of this. Now, the last of the Protoss will fulfill their function in death.
Now, we do need to get a lot of you. We could use a lot more probes, actually. Because we need probes to get some minerals. These minerals are packed. You should not run out of munitions. We only have 10 mineral patches here, which is slightly more than a normal base. I mean, and this is the very first attack you encounter. This isn't one of those patsy attacks here. These guys are here to kick your ass. They straight up are. There's nothing else you can say. This first attack should not get through my main defense right here. I mean, like I said, this defense is complete crap. I'm going to say it right now. It's not made to hold. It's just here to distract them. Now, you won't keep getting many phoenixes.
The Zerg are swarming at our flanks. We have to react quickly or our perimeter defenses will fall.
So I'm letting the archives die. I could probably protect it, but I don't really want to. I'm going to let it die. You just need to start killing everything in sight at this point. They will come to attack you from all angles. You do need to get upgrades. You need to get a lot of upgrades. You actually need to get... the ground upgrades, the air upgrades too. Because we'll be getting really good air units in this mission. And I mean really good air units in this mission. No, you don't need many ground units. I mean air units, sorry, you do need a lot of ground units. You don't need a lot of air units right now, but you will need... You need to just... This is a mission where you just mass colossi, I mean mass only colossi, and when you get to, you do get carriers later on. When you get those, that's when the fun starts. When you get carriers. Because once you get carriers, this mission becomes a lot easier. It really does. Once you get the carriers, you do need to keep building pros, because what they do is they will kill your pylons like they have been on the low ground. So basically what you need to do is rebuild everything from the low ground onto the high ground. The thing about phoenixes, they destroy everything in the air. They are squishy, but they wreck everything in the air. They really do. This mission, you're going to keep rebuilding things, like you're going to keep rebuilding photon cannons a lot.
All shall be remade in my name. Behold, my greatest creation.
This is the first time we see the hybrids at all in this mission. The trick to beating the hybrids are, number one, knowing where they're going to attack. They attack from this side first. But the trick to beating them, other than just straight up firepower, you want to lift up with your G button the Reavers, because of the amount of damage that they actually do. In this first few attacks, you lift up all of them and just kill them from the air, because the Reavers do a lot of damage.
I'm detecting a large amount of Zerg activity in their hive clusters. Prepare for an assault.
I mean, this mission, like I said, is actually pretty hard. Soon you will get Void Rays, which are really good help. And soon you will get Carriers, which are even better help. I mean, there's a certain point in the mission where you know you've already won it, so you don't have to worry about playing anymore. But we're not anywhere near that point yet. I mean, they're barely damaging my cannon wall right now. Because they really are barely damaging it. I mean, they're going to take down maybe a cannon, maybe. But that would be it. I mean, I always upgrade the weapons first, because you need those more importantly. The most important things you can get in this mission right now are your weapons. I mean, they're going to start attacking with hybrids and regular units. Hybrids and the regular Zerg units, which is really bad. When that starts happening, this mission gets challenging. Like I said, your mission is literally, I'm not joking, is just to die. I mean, if you die, you win the mission. You have to kill a certain number of guys, and there you go, you win. I mean, I know I'm going to lose a lot of men. I'm going to lose a lot of men. I'm going to lose a lot of colossi. I'll lose a lot of shit. I really will. This mission is hard. Some people like to do a Dark Templar wall to protect the archive, but I don't do that just because, number one, I've never done it before and I don't really want to try it. And number two, I just don't think it's effective enough. I've seen it done, and I just don't think it's effective enough. I mean, if you want to try it, by all means, go ahead and do it. But personal opinion, it's not effective enough, so I'm not going to do it. The Broodlords are deadly.
Our void rays are ready to do their part. Disengage prism inhibitors and concentrate all batteries on the hybrid.
Well met, great Mohandar. For ire.
No, I missed a Reaver, and look what happened to me. I missed a Reaver, and I lost a lot of cannons. So I was paying attention and actually missed one Reaver. I'm being very bad. I'm going very conservative with my cannons. Usually you want to make a lot more cannons than I'm making. Like I said, this cannon is just to distract them. That's all they are. They're a huge distraction. I have level 2 weapons. I have level 2 air attack completed. Level 2 ground attack completed. I will upgrade the other ones as soon as I can. I do ground first. Always over air. Personal fairness, man, you don't have to. Just how I like it. Now they're starting to mix in the attacks there. With hybrids and regular guys. See, once you lift the hybrids in the air, they can't do anything, and they're just targets. And again, I lost a lot of cannons. You have to keep rebuilding your cannon wall, but that's the point of the cannon wall. Rather lose the cannon wall than actually lose the base. Come on, you're going to lose the base. You want to lose the base because you can't. The mission won't ever end until you do beat the base. And this mission right here is really hard. I mean, this point, look at this point right here. This is just a regular attack from them. They get stronger, and I built horrible base defense here. I might have to actually restart this mission. I think I might have just lost the mission here. I really do think I lost this mission right here. And this is just like a knock-knock, are you awake type of attack. That's all that was. I mean, I'm running out of food supply, honestly. I have 939 killed. I need 2,500 to die. Once you get the carrier, though, this mission becomes a lot easier. Because everyone knows carriers just destroy. I mean, the good thing is, the one thing that really helps you in this is,
every hand is turned against you. Even the ground beneath your feet carries the seeds of your destruction.
you don't need to kill the worms. The worms are nothing. They're not even a threat to you. They just send broodlings out that don't do much damage. They're just cannon fodder. The distraction. That's all they are.
This is the hour of truth, noble Templar. Let the enemy know the wrath of Ire's champions.
Executor Celendus, unleash the full power of your forces. there may be no tomorrow.
Intaro Tacitar, Zeratul.
It's a really grim outlook, but she's actually true. There will not be a tomorrow. Because your race will be wiped out tonight. The one good thing is, you don't actually gain food count for these guys that come out. These carriers are really good. You don't want to make anything but Colossi and carriers at this point. I've destroyed what you're supposed to do. What you're supposed to do is continually make units. I have not done that. And that will cost me dearly. Killing the Reavers are probably the best move you can make by lifting them off. Because the amount of damage that they actually do. I saved the entire wall with that. Now I'm going to make more carriers than I do Colossi at this point. Because, god damn it, because carriers are what you need to truly win this mission right now. Wrong button. Sorry guys. Oh crap, don't want that. I want the armor yet. I mean, you do want to fully upgrade your units, you really do, but you do need to get some carriers. Carriers are your main stake. If you don't have enough carriers or Colossi, you will lose this mission in a heartbeat. See, when I can say it, you guys will just flat out die if you don't have the right number of unit composition in this. I completely missed. I completely missed the fact I was getting attacked. I'm not paying attention. Look at how fast they just dropped my carriers and everything. We're the only mission in the world that if you lose men or lose heroes, you can still survive and complete the mission. Like I said, the goal in this mission is to die. Once you get the 2,500 kills, you die. You want to die. 1,000, I make one slight mistake, my entire cannon wall just vaporizes by these guys. Because you'd be asking why I keep making the cannons if it's going to die. Well, like I've already stated, the cannons are more of a distraction than an actual tactic to win. They are, that's really all they are, just a just a basic distraction.
As I was your beginning, so shall I be your end.
They attack you pretty relentlessly. They just send everything. They throw the kitchen sink at you in this mission. I use that analogy a lot because it's a good analogy to actually use. I actually had no idea what side the attack was coming from and just got lucky and they attacked to the side that I actually had defense on. I mean, my Colossi do a lot of damage. You do 26 damage a hit and they attack you twice. So, yeah. I mean, Zerglings, if they send Zerglings, that's really good because they're just feeding you kills and that's what you want. You want to be fed. Because the more they feed you... Jesus, didn't see that. Getting to that point now where this mission gets really hard. I don't have enough units. I've actually never had Zeratul alive this long before. I'm also very rarely dismissed into one try. It takes me multiple tries. But I'm actually messed up in the fact that I didn't have good macro. I don't have enough probes. So which is why this entire wall over here is dead. I mean, more hybrid reavers, you always want to lift those guys up, but I can't even see them at this point. And that's very bad because they will wipe your army out if you let them survive. Use your fingers just to lift up the hybrids, because the hybrids are in the air. They can't attack. And when the hybrid can't attack, you have the chance to win. This is my one chance. I have to regroup and rebuild. I need to build another pylon here and here. I need to start rebuilding my cannons over here. I actually haven't lost many units, which is really shocking, because usually you lose a lot more units than I've lost in this mission. And look, I already got 1,600 kills. I have no idea how many I'm going to get this mission. No idea, it varies. Sometimes I get a lot, sometimes I get a little. It all depends on how I'm doing, how I feel. As long as you don't lose your robotics bay.
You have no place to hide and nowhere to run.
I mean, now they start dropping nitros inside your base, which is just a dick move. Yeah, every attack I do stop producing units, which means I do get more money. I can put up more cannons. But I'll say this one more time: don't rely on photon cannons. They will actually get you killed rather than help you. Zerato's 125 damage for his armored. He does destroy these things. He really does. If he dies, he dies. I have no intention of keeping him alive. His mission is to, like I said, the whole point of this game is to die.
If only we had acted sooner.
A mission that I really hate when you get really close to the end and you just fail. It makes me seem like a complete and utter failure if I do that. Opposed to just a partial failure. Now we get to the point where I'm actually running out of money to make cannons. I'm running out of resources at my base. I'm just not getting attacked at the speeds that make this hard. Whenever you see the next tier you get, you have basically won the game. It is possible to lose. It makes it a lot harder when you get this next hero. I'm not telling you who it is, just to wait and see. Once you ready to play the campaign that I'm pretty sure you already know. If you play this on a lower difficulty, say you play it on casual or normal or something like that, you actually don't need to kill 2,500 units. You need to kill a lot less than 2,500 units. When they get in the gravitation field like that, they can't attack. I actually almost have the kills I need, which is a very good thing.
This is Hierarch Artanis, commanding the Shield of Ire. Our matrix fields are within range. Engaging mass recall.
Engage it faster. No, we basically won the mission at this point. It's really hard to lose like this.
Hear me, for there is little time left. All that remains of our race, our civilization, are those that stand beside you now.
This mission turned into a giant clusterfuck at this point. Once you get 2,500 kills, once you get, okay, so once you get
trust in each other, strike as one will. Let our last stand burn a memory so bright we will be remembered forever. Entaro Tassadar!
I mean, I'm not going to build any more units because I've already hit the goal I need. These Zerglings will die really quickly and hit the goal that I need. There we go, 2,500 kills. Now I need to die, so I'm just going to sit here, let the game progress on its own.
Foolish, prideful children. There was one among you who could have jeopardized my great plan. But in your recklessness, you mistook her for the true threat.
Actually, the hardest part of this mission is once you hit the kills is to die. I mean, once you're basic is with the army they gotta kill. At this point, I'm not producing units. I didn't produce nearly as many as I should have. I'd like to turn out to be a good thing that I didn't, because not producing that many units actually made it so I can survive through this mission a different way. If I'm in this ball of men, I will lag, so I'm gonna not focus. I'm gonna focus out over here. And I'm just gonna send these guys on a suicide run. I'll put them right in the middle there as a suicide run. See, really doesn't matter to me. I mean, I'm watching my base die. The army will die. I mean, I'm not expecting to survive. You can't. It's impossible. Like I said, my objective is to die, so why bother, right? What's these links to go for my base?
I return to the void.
Goodbye, Mohandad. You were a good fighter. As well. And I'm still just gonna keep going here. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm not training. I don't have any truckers to train units with anymore, so I can't train any more units anyway. But I'm not going to. I don't need to. I mean, I shouldn't have gotten the. In hindsight, you really shouldn't get the armor upgrades because your point is to die, and that just delays your dying. And that's it. I have no more probes. I can't build any more buildings. I just have to sit here and watch. I am lagging, I'm aware of that.
Your efforts are futile. My harbingers will usher in a new age.
Is he trying to change the frame rate here because I'm just trying to pan around because if I indirect frame of them, I will lag a lot and I don't really want to do that. So you guys can just see him. I'll keep my unit count up on this so you can see which ones die and win. I'm about to actually lose Arun. He's at 40 health out of his 600. I have no idea how I got 2 carriers over here, but I do. I do apologize for the lag and the quality of this video is not going to be that good because of it. But there's really nothing I can do. You have Artanis, who for some reason commands the mothership in this mission. The mothership is a good attacking. It's not a good attacking unit, but what it's made for is it can put guys in vortexes, and it can do a mass recall. Now I'm down to 15 air units and 7 ground units. My ground should all be Colossi. Yeah, they're all Colossi. And I'm just going to send the Colossi to come back to attack up to here. So that way they can get some attack in. And maybe die. The alien's getting attacked again. I should lose a Phoenix. I lost a Phoenix there. And that was all I lost in that engagement. Was a Phoenix. The problem is, the farther you get into this, the larger the slower the attacks come, actually. Now, I don't have the money to reinforce everything. Doesn't matter. I'm losing carriers here, which means I'm going to die soon, because once I lose my carriers, I'm gone.
There's just too many of them.
Bye, Arun. You fought well, Arun.
Forgive me, great Tassadar. I wasn't strong enough.
Kerrigan. How could we have known?
And that is it. Once you lose all of your units, and your heroes, and all of your buildings, I still have a unit left. This observer is the end. Here we go. Observer was the last Protoss.
As I was your beginning, so shall I be your end. I love it when a plan comes together.
Okay, and that does it for this mission. I hope you enjoyed. I think this is mission 15, and have a good day.